I'm Conor Woodman, and I used to work in the City of London putting together deals worth hundreds of millions of pounds. But I'd had enough of e-business done on a computer screen, so I quit. I've sold my flat and I'm using £25,000 of the profit to trade my way around the world.
It's brilliant. I can't believe it.
I'm staking my savings in real markets, face to face against hardened traders. So forget the stock market meltdown and property crashes. Money's still flowing here day in, day out.
Thank God for that. The way people used to do business, buying something and travelling with it and selling it in another place. This is exactly what it's all about.
I hope to make some serious money. But if it goes wrong, I could lose the lot. So far, I've lost my pride trying to buy camels in the Sudan, and I've lost a load of money buying and selling horses in Kyrgyzstan.
This has gone so bad.
But I did make money buying coffee in Zambia and selling it in South Africa, and exporting chili sauce and wine netted me over £7,000.
This is what it's all about, fine wine.
I'm halfway through my journey and I've made almost £8,000. But now I'm looking forward to trading in the dynamic economies of the Far East. I'm going for niche products with big margins and bigger risks.
If I take everything that I've learned so far, I would say buy things that you can sell quickly. That's something that I'm really going to hold true over the next leg of the journey.
I'm in China heading to Suzhou to collect a jade carving. Last month, I was in a mining town where I bought a lump of white jade. I had it carved to maximise its value, which cost me over £4,000.
50,000 there.
But if the carving reveals any flaws, it could be worthless.
Today could actually be the day that I pick up the most valuable thing I've bought so far. I'm pretty nervous. I'm also really excited because if he's done a good job of that, this could be the trade that really turns things. It's a big day today. I hope to God he's done a good job on it.
I chose Suzhou because it's been home to China's best master carvers for over 2,000 years. With their artistry, I could triple my money in Taiwan, where I plan to sell it.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Mr. Zhang Ji and his workshop have spent 5 weeks carving my jade, and I can't wait to see it.
Oh wow, it's in a box. Brilliant. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, oh. Wow. Oh my God. It's amazing. Little guy riding his donkey. There's so much going on, isn't there? Look, there's steps going up here and a little house in the background and all these stalactites here, and there's a little pine, and it goes all the way around the back here. And they've got a little waterfall cut into the back, and you can see the jade is just beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, it's good. Very good. Thank you.
How much it's now worth, I don't know. Like all art, its value is what a collector is prepared to pay.
Yeah. Fun sending that to the Inland Revenue. Thank you very much.
That's on your crack.
Thank you.
But I could make £15,000 in one hit in Taiwan.
I actually feel more confident, I think, with this little box of tricks than I have done with anything I've bought so far. I'm very, very proud of that.
I'm taking my jade to China's capitalist cousin, Taiwan. They share a language and a love of jade, but trade relations have been restricted, so big pieces like mine are in short supply and very valuable. The place to sell is in one of the world's biggest jade markets, held in Taipei every weekend.
Anywhere around here will be fine.
The president of Taiwan's Jade Society has given me a stall, so I can access the cream of Taiwan's jade collectors.
That's where it's all going to happen. Roll up, roll up!
The big question is, how much can I hope to sell my jade for?
What do you think this piece of jade is worth?
3号 是无价的，是看你喜欢。但是它
Well, what kind of figure do you think I should ask for?
It's a simple question, but nobody can agree.
Everyone's got an opinion.
专家他是专门卖这个，因为玉有很多种。
This is perfect. Get the ball rolling.
Art's worth whatever someone is willing to pay. I decide to start at almost 5 times what I paid.
We'll try and sell it today. Would you like to buy it for 40,000 US dollars? What do you think? ？And then sell it. To convince him to buy it.
I can't quite believe what I'm hearing.
It's $40,000. I was totally chancing my arm with that. If they buy it for $40,000, I'll be absolutely amazed.
I'm in Taiwan's biggest jade market selling my carving. It cost me £4,250, but the president of the Jade Society and a collector are interested in buying it for a whopping £20,000.
This is all happening a bit faster than I sort of anticipated it would.
刻骨入化哈，很细嫩，它的雕工雕得很棒，
If the color is balanced, it's all white, you go over 1 million US.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yes.
We'll all have a party.
The president and his mate love talking big money, but I don't think they have any, because they never make me an offer. But my stone's attracting plenty of other collectors.
This carver is good. Very nice.
No, go for $10,000.
It's high quality.
Yeah, so you need to offer a high quality price.
Yeah.
I don't like the carving because it's too rough.
Everyone has a different opinion. He thinks it's good, you don't think it's so good, he thinks it's good. Everyone's disagreeing with you at the moment. All you're telling me is you don't like it. You're going to offer me a price?
10,000 US dollars.
You're too late, he's already offered that. 2 offers in the space of 5 minutes. It's great fun. All these guys have got an opinion. They know tons about jade, and they enjoy the brinkmanship just as much as I do. Everyone likes the sort of tussle, and it's a nice adversarial contest. I really enjoy it. 12,000. Ooh, it's a bit too low. I can negotiate, but you need to come higher on price.
You say if the price is okay for 13,000, you go get cash immediately.
当然谢谢你。
不会，他去兜一圈的，如果最后不行想卖给我，再通知我没关系。
我觉得一般麻烦他了。
打给我啦，不会啦。
$13,000. That would be just over £2,000 profit.
If his offer was say 20,000, then I can negotiate with him. But at 13, we can't even start.
He keeps saying 13,000.
To negotiate, we must already be close. Your 13 is just too low. Yeah. I've got an offer of 13 on the table. It's early days. Do better than that.
At the close of trading, that's my best offer. But I reckon I should get at least $20,000. That's £10,000.
It's extraordinarily refreshing because I've just gotten so used to doing a full-on kick bollock scramble, trying to get whatever I can from a trade before it's time to leave. So it's actually a comfortable position.
To get the best possible price, I want to try the jewellery boutiques around town. They should have more money to spend than market goers.
This is like turning up somewhere and just really hustling around and trying to find people that are doing business in a place. You see a different side to it, to what you would normally see. I love it.
这个跟他来说，我这个干净，材质里面干净，不会有那种一丝丝的结构。
Can't help but take it personally when people diss my piece of jade. The carving is by a master carver in Suzhou. It's a story of a man who is looking for beauty, and if he keeps persevering, he will find what he is looking for.
那如果以后你还有这种像这一系列的雕工，有这个手艺，我还是希望你以后都拿一点来卖给我。
So I give you 10% off. So for 18,000 US, you can take it. So we shake on that?
好，谢谢。
We have a deal?
好，谢谢，谢谢。
Good.
就是可以了 ，OK。
Okay, great. So we have a deal, and I'm down a piece of jade, and you are with
我
the
就
piece
希
of
望以后
jade.
你有像这个品质。
There's two ways of looking at that: brilliant or brilliant. It was either double your money, or it was £4,500 profit. Either way.
Back inside the shop, I just have the small matter of payment to sort out. Where's the misunderstanding come from?
You thought everything was acting out.
For the show.
What?
哪有这样？你叫我表演的，我就配合你表演。
I'm dumbfounded. There was no hint he wasn't negotiating for real.
Who told you this wasn't real?
这个我
No, he doesn't want to pay the money.
Perhaps it was all a misunderstanding,
What a waste of time.
but it's still hard to accept in the heat of the moment.
So annoyed. So annoyed. Right, well, it looks like it might have to be Mr. 13,000 now. Let's hope he wasn't playing up for the camera, eh? I've still got his business card.
My translator calls the man who offered me $13,000 in the jade market yesterday.
Well, when I talk about if he's serious, he said that the signal on my phone was not good. So he said he will be calling back me later, but he has a customer in his shop right now. That's what happened. So I'm not really sure.
No, it doesn't sound good, does it? So, another blank. We're running out of options in Taiwan for selling a piece of jade.
Mr. 13,000 never calls back, and there are no more shops to visit in Taipei. But I'm not giving up yet.
Just literally grabbed my passport, booked a flight online, and thrown everything I can think of, a toothbrush and a lump of jade, into a bag. I'm going to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong is the only other place outside China where white jade is popular. It's my last chance to get decent money, but I messed up in Taiwan because I was greedy. Now I'm going for a lower, more achievable price. $13,000.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Now I'm scared. Just to cover my buying costs, I need at least 68,000 Hong Kong dollars.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay. My father just called.
Did he suggest a price?
He said 50,000 or 60,000.
What price do you think?
I think it's, I think it's 40.
It's not that funny. I just want to break even.
I realise I'm asking too much for this, but I think you can come up from 60,000, just so I don't make a loss on this.
And the quality is just no good for us.
You definitely can't come any higher? No. Okay, never mind.
There's a healthy supply of jade direct from China which is stitching me up. I just can't compete.
Oh, I'm starting to feel like such an idiot for not taking that 13,000 when it was there. Probably being a bit greedy. Not white. No, it's not, and it's not this big, and it's not made of gold. And it's not a diamond, and it's not, you know, and it's not yours either. Ah! Oh, I'm sick of going into shops. I'm sick of hearing the same thing over and over and over again. Oh. I actually feel like a trade is getting the better of me. It's actually pushing me to the point where I just bubble wrap it and send it home and leave it on my own bloody mantelpiece at home.
Except I don't have a home because I sold it to fund this stupid trip. I'm going to have to take a massive hit and learn a sobering lesson. Don't be greedy. The jade cost me £2,250 to buy and £2,000 to carve. For now, that's a £4,250 loss unless I can find somewhere else to sell it on this trip. Back in Taipei, the perfect place to wind down is in one of their exquisite tea shops. There's no comparison at all between a cup of PG and what they drink here. These guys take this as seriously as any Frenchman I've ever met takes his wine. Wine lovers will happily pay a fortune for the very best. Thank you. And I could pull the same trick with top quality tea. Perfect tea is a Taiwanese obsession. So that's just a smelling cup? Yes. God, the ritual is so careful, isn't it? You have a special cup for smelling it.
Then you can drink it. Delicious.
Thank you. Okay. If I buy the right tea in Taiwan, I reckon I could sell it in Japan for a huge markup, because they are also connoisseurs of Eastern tea. This stuff is extremely expensive. It's, again, potentially fraught with danger because it would be very easy to lose money buying the wrong thing. A top-end tea in Taiwan costs around £75 a kilo. In Japan, it could be worth twice that, and my transport would be free because I could fit it in my suitcase. The most famous Taiwanese tea in Japan is High Mountain Oolong. It grows in the Central Highlands. The higher the altitude, the better the tea. I'm heading there to get a good deal by buying straight from the source. I'm going to try and find the most inaccessible tea plantation that I can and see if I can buy a tea up there that's really, really hard to find and therefore, hopefully, extremely valuable. At a local tea factory, I meet Mr. Ho, whose farm is 800 metres higher than Ben Nevis. I was expecting a gruelling hike to get there.
The cable.
But there's a cable car goes all the way across this gorge. Oh, it's like a laundry basket attached to a piece of string. I'm wondering whether it would just be easier to walk.
They're using the new cable for you. Hey.
I don't like to be the first person to use things.
This valley is actually crisscrossed with dozens of cable cars. The journey takes 6 minutes as opposed to 6 hours walking.
So really, this is a godsend for the local economy. I'll see you later. I'm confident of that. Woohoo!
And it's a long way down. Really is quite breathtaking up here. Gorgeous. Please take the tube to work in the morning, I bet. Woo!
On this side of the valley, it really feels like tea country. It's growing everywhere. It's getting a bit late to talk business, so we have to sleep over. Mr. Ho shows me to my room. This is normally where the workers that work on the tea plantation sleep. It's a bit like sleeping in a rabbit hutch. Anyway, good night. It's a beautiful dawn, but at 5 a.m, I'm in no state to appreciate it. Life starts pretty early on a farm, eh? We're treated to a hearty breakfast of Taiwanese cabbage. Then it's down to business. Mr. Ho wants £13 per tin of loose tea, containing the equivalent of just 50 tea bags. What is it that makes it so expensive?
3A 1斤啊，啊，这个是我们这个是高度，啊，这个湿度、冷度、阳光都配合很好。
He plucks his tea twice a year, but these plants aren't ready, and he's only got 40 tins of the last harvest left, so I'm stuck in a seller's market.
我是专门伫管理伫迄个时候，互别人生销的，我就是这个价。
If you give me a little bit of discount, I feel as though we have a relationship, that we're working together. I'm happy, you're happy.
OK， 好啊，对吧
Yeah.
？OK，
Okay, good. I only get 50p off each tin, but I should still double my money in Japan. I drove him a little bit lower than what he gives his best wholesale price, so I've got to be happy. I think I bought that tea about as cheaply as I possibly could. I hope he's happy too. There is one problem. The most I'll ever make on this tea is £500. To make serious money on this trip, I need to be making bigger trades. Okay. Back in Taipei, I get a call from one of Taiwan's leading tea masters. He goes by the name of T. Parker, and he's invited me to a downtown address to discuss a much bigger tea deal. Ah, yeah. Thank you for seeing me. Yeah. His tea penthouse is impressive. There are attendants, expensive tea, and he even has a PowerPoint presentation to show me. So you've written 19 books about tea, teapots, tea culture, the importance of tea in Taiwanese society. Yeah. Who is that?
President Taiwan.
President of Taiwan? Yeah. I thought my oolong was pretty good, but he introduces me to a whole new level of tea culture. It's the rarefied and extremely expensive world of vintage tea. So inside that box is some tea from 90 years ago.
Yeah.
T. Parker tells me that vintage tea is where the big money is to be made.
Or maybe you take some tea to Japan. Yeah. Wow.
No, you've got me thinking. You got me very interested.
Yeah.
Unbelievably, a pot of vintage tea can sell for £5,000. Perhaps I could start making some proper money. The next day, T. Parker promises to tell me more if I meet him. This time, the area's not so swanky. I'm tantalised by the opportunity to buy vintage tea, but is there really a market for it in Japan? And if there is, what's it going to cost me?
See you again.
Good to see you again. Yeah. T. Parker has a pot of 1980 vintage oolong that he's selling on behalf of a third party.
This milk?
It's about £750 for that amount of tea.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You can sell 607 price.
So a Japanese collector will accept that I'm going to charge him 6 times as much for the tea. When I arrive in Japan, what will I have to show a Japanese person that this is what I say it is?
I can give you the guarantee.
Do you sell tea to Japan yourself?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
Because I just writing the book and keep my reputation.
Right.
Yeah.
You're a purist. You're an educator.
Yeah.
I know this is a gamble, but it's a punt that could yield a £4,000 profit. Yeah, I'm very tempted, T. Parker. You make a convincing argument for it.
Yeah.
In terms of the price, is there room to negotiate? Or you
no. This price.
Yeah.
It just
a little
to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know any Japanese collectors?
Yeah, I know.
In Tokyo?
Yeah.
How many Japanese collectors can you give me phone numbers for?
3.
3. That would give me three chances.
Yeah.
Oh, go on. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm crazy.
No. Yeah, you are very smart.
Okay, let's see. I'll give you a call from Japan. Okay. Let you know how I go.
Okay.
Cheerio.
Okay. See you.
So much of me is saying you are crazy. You know nothing about tea, and you're investing money in something you know nothing about. But what I do know is people. If he's put his name on the line, then actually putting 750 quid into it wouldn't be such a gamble. Still feels like a gamble though. If my gamble pays off, I could make a small fortune in one shot. Bring on Japan. I'm Conor Woodman. I've quit my job, sold my flat, and I'm using £25,000 of the capital to trade my way around the world. But on this leg, I've sold nothing. I hope all that's going to change with some very expensive tea I'm selling in Tokyo, Japan.
Well, there's over 12 million people in this city. It's got to be possible to find at least 40 who want to buy a tin of oolong tea. Come on, Tokyo. Who wants some tea?
They're a tea-loving nation, and they're rich. I want a market stall so customers can come and taste and then buy my tea.
This is a brilliant street market here in Ueno. It's absolutely perfect for me, but when I faxed a request to them, they said no, I can't have a stall here.
Every market gives me the same answer. Rules are rules here, and the market idea ain't gonna happen. My only choice is to cobble together an usherette tray and hit the streets.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. This is one of the most random things I think I've ever done in my life.
I'd intended to sell for £25 a tin, but selling like this, I'll never get more than 15.
I've only got 40 tins at the end of the day. So it's just a case of getting people to start taking the leaflets. Never mind start taking the tea. Oolong tea? Oolong tea, sir? You drink tea? No. No drugs. It's a legal high. No oolong? I'm selling oolong tea that I brought from Taiwan.
From Taiwan, where?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? That's a very good question. I'll come all the way home with you if you don't buy some. They think I'm completely weird doing this because it's not what people do in Japan. Very, very good quality. Okay, it's a deal. There we go. It's a sale. 3,000 yen, oh yeah. I kind of need you to make an impulsive decision and say, yeah. Okay. Enjoy your tea.
You too.
Good to meet you.
My first two sales. They're not much, but they're a start. The next morning, my £5 profit feels a bit more measly. I don't want to waste my time on a small deal, so I decide to sell it all to any shop that'll take it.
Very good. 簡単といえば必ずインボイス言いますから会社のああいう請求書とかいろんなそれは請求書あって今度これを仕入れてきます。
As my company's not registered here, I can't officially sell. Japanese bureaucracy is the strictest I've encountered anywhere in the world.
How much? 3,000 yen.
Yeah. I'm asking for £15 a tin, and he's interested enough to fetch his tea set.
It's important just for my own sort of confidence to be selling again back on the road.
このお茶ですね。これぐらいの値段じゃ高い。
What price do you think for it?
750.
It's less than I paid for it.
このレベルのお茶ではこれぐらいの値段し。
I paid £12.50 per tin, but he knows I can't officially sell. So I cut my losses.
I'll take the price that you offered to me. You drive a hard bargain. Shake. Oh, you kill me. Absolutely kill me.
The most I get out of him is a pathetic £3.75 per tin. So in all, that's a £333 loss.
He will retail those at 3,000 or 4,000. He will make the profit that I so desperately wanted to make from those. But there's nothing, I'm afraid, that I can do.
よく調べて。
Oh dear.
it's not the only iron in the fire with tea. I do have the specialist vintage tea that I brought as well, and it seems that on the advice that I've been given, selling something like that, because it's for personal consumption, should actually be a lot easier because I don't have to deal with all the red tape and the bureaucracy. It's a private deal, so everything now rests on selling the vintage tea for a profit. Could that little box be worth 1 million? It just blows my mind. I only have 2 shots at selling my vintage tea because T. Parker has only passed on 2 of the 3 collectors he promised. The first one is Mr. Toshi, who runs a bookshop. I'm going for £5,000. That's 1 million yen. This was sold at auction in Shanghai. Mr. T. Parker's assessment of it. The appearance is perfect. The aroma is good. What are you looking for?
Just you know, the shape of tea is good, and also, you know, the size is even. It's very nice.
How nice?
Very nice. Yeah. It's just a, you know, the leaf is just so great. I can just drink it at a special time, I mean special occasion.
Right. Now what do you think that's worth?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure though, because my wife is a, is a primary buyer.
T. Parker's assessment of this is that this could be worth as much as 1 million yen. That seems like a lot of money for a pot of tea.
Too much money.
I'm interested in what price you're prepared to pay for it.
Obviously, I can't pay 1 million for tea for now.
Yeah, I know, that's very expensive tea.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I can pay 100,000 yen.
That's less than the auction price was.
Right, I know. I know.
That would be a loss of £250. I think we need to be talking about at least 3 times the price.
Okay, sorry, I can't.
Oh, that's a shame.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That was way out of his league. T. Parker told me to expect £5,000 or $10,000. He's got some explaining to do. Hello, T. Parker. What price realistically do you think I should open negotiations at? 17,000 US. But when I said to Toshi 9,000, he thought that was just crazy. He laughed a lot. When we met, you said you knew 3 people in Tokyo. I wonder, could you send me the details of person number 3? I think he's a nutcase. First of all, he told me to ask $17,000. Then he said $7,500. Either way, I think it's too much. And then, sportingly, he said, good luck. Thanks, mate. I'm going to need that. I head off to meet my second and possibly final vintage tea collector.
Hi.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Hi.
Konnichiwa. When I was in Taiwan, I met Mr. T. Parker.
Yeah.
Who you know?
I know.
Mr. T. Parker said you were you collect
No,
tea?
not collector.
Great.
Sometimes I drink
Right.
oolong.
Well, this is the good stuff.
Wow.
The price Mr. T. Parker thinks is 7,500 US. 750,000 yen.
Wow.
I think that's a very high price. So, and I realised that this is a very expensive tea.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to ask you for 750,000. So my lower price that I would suggest would be £2,000 English money. That is 400,000 yen.
いい値段っていうのは日本でいういい値段っていうのはとっても高いですねっていう意味なんだけれど、とてもいい値段ですね。
Good for me, not so good for you. Okay.
ただ私にとってはそのいわゆる投資はしてないんで、お茶に対して投資はしないんで、ちょっと高いかなって気がするんですけど。
Okay, so not for collection at all.
Yeah.
Bollocks. Lovely bloke, but he's not a collector of tea. T. Parker is so infuriating. So I've got to find out whether he actually knows any real collectors in Tokyo, because if he doesn't, then I've no chance of selling this while I'm here. Unfortunately, T. Parker, he's not really a collector, he says. He likes to drink oolong tea, but not really a collector. Okay, thank you, T. Parker. Bye. He's going to find me someone else. He bloody better. T. Parker never calls back.
I really am so disappointed. Certainly didn't think this was going to be a scam. It's sort of seeming a bit that way to me now. I'm starting to wonder whether I'm actually going to make any money on this leg of the trip at all. I can't believe how badly everything's going. I need a break. My luck has got to change soon.
I'm writing off the vintage tea as a £750 loss. I've lost another £300 on fresh tea, and I've got £4 tied up in some jade I can't sell. My trading adventures hit rock bottom. I need to get myself back on track. There is one thing that even I can't fail to sell to the Japanese.
Fish, 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 fish. They are mad about fish here.
Fish sells instantly here, and the Japanese consume more than any other nation. In Tsukiji Fish Market in Tokyo alone, they spend £6 million a day.
I really want to get involved in this fish market. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a stall as the whole thing is just totally sewn up. What I could do is get in at the other end and catch some fish and sell it into a market like this.
I'm told that to charter a fishing boat, I should head down south to Fukuoka, where the waters are particularly rich. I meet Mr. Kitasaki, a local fisherman.
まあ普通でも大体1艘船をチャーターしても最低でも6万から7万ぐらいかかって、であとはもう釣れる釣れんはそのお客さんの判断という形やけん、まあそれ以上のことはちょっとこっちも難しいもんがあるね。
じゃあそれで
お願いします。
So whoever catches the least buys the beer.
で釣れなかった方はビールを一杯おごると。
泳いで帰る。
No, swim back.
Right.
For my £300, I get his boat and all the fish that we both catch. I've a 24-hour fishing, packing and selling marathon ahead of me.
What time is it? 4:30. Feels earlier.
We're catching mackerel, which may not be very prized in Europe, but in Japan they can't get enough of it, and they pay around £2.50 per fish at wholesale. We drop anchor 10 miles off the coast.
So it's quite crowded here actually, and we've picked our spot.
Mr. Kitasaki still uses a very traditional form of line fishing. It's much more selective than trawling with a huge net, which means that these fish stocks are sustainable. We need to catch 120 fish minimum for me to start making money, but after that, it's all profit. We can only use 2 lines, or they tangle in the current.
Now you're making your excuses.
その軽い時の重さを覚えとったらいい。釣れてない時の。
So you're not going to win the mental battle.
Scare me.
Professional やから。
Mr. Kitasaki hauls a fish in every 3 minutes.
Small.
All right, easy. It's all luck, really, you know. Okay, check out this whopper.
Oh, no! No! Unbelievable!
どうしたん？それじゃ商売になりませんがな。
They're coming. You're just on the good side.
No, 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 no.
Finally, I start to get my act together.
Back in the game. It's really starting to improve. I've definitely got the knack. That's a whopper.
Ooh, big size.
Big size. How much is this one worth at the market? $20 fish.
By 9 a.m, I'm doing better, but I've got a lot of pride to salvage.
Okay, we've got something heavy.
Mr. Kitasaki's usual fishing partner is his 80-year-old dad, which rather puts me to shame. By midday, I'm shattered, and we've still got another 3 hours to go.
Oh, there's two in a row. Yeah, you're sticking the net in too soon. Just let me bring it up first. Oh, for fuck's sake. 3 in a row. 3.
今度逃げたら海に飛び込んで溶け込む。
Nothing worse than losing one.
At 3 p.m, we run out of bait, and I think we've only got around 100 fish. I'm not sure I'm going to break even. Luckily, I could be saved by the weather. There's a typhoon on its way which will stop fishing tomorrow, so tonight's prices might be high. The market starts at 3 a.m, so I'm only halfway through my fishing marathon. We keep the fish alive while we take a rest.
I've got to take my hat off to the fishermen that still operate in this way. They're backing themselves every day to go out and catch enough fish to make a profit and sustain themselves. So I totally buy into the whole ethos of it. I just personally couldn't handle the hours. I like my sleep too much.
At midnight, everybody's back on their boats to kill and pack their fish. They've got to be as fresh as possible for market. When we get there, I'll find out if I finally manage to make any money at all on this trip. I'm 18 hours through a 24-hour fishing marathon, and we've got to kill and pack all my fish for market.
Noise is terrible.
I'm desperately hoping that this is going to be my first profitable trade for a month. As with everything in Japan, meticulous presentation is vital.
It's funny seeing how many fish go into a box. You know, just thinking about all those fish that got away today. You start seeing them then as boxes of fish. You know, you think we must have lost 2 or 3 boxes today.
I finish up with 12 boxes, which is modest next to Mr. Kitasaki's usual 18. They need to be worth at least £300 before I start making a profit. We head an hour's drive east to the big fish market in Fukuoka. Major fishing vessels sell here, and I realise just how small we are.
You got fish coming in off the trucks, you got fish coming in straight off the water here, amazing. You got fish coming in off a little boat.
Top of the tree are fresh tuna, which are first to be sold for £4,000 each.
That was it. That was 20 grand's worth of fish. Bullshit.
The market operates on a simple system. The auctioneers who sell the fish wear white caps while all the guys in red caps are wholesaler buyers.
There's a really brilliant sense of theatre about it, isn't it?
We're the minnows here, so we have to wait at the end of the queue. It's a couple of hours before the men in caps reach my mackerel.
Well, it all sold. In the blink of an eye, it's gone. There's no problem with trying to shift it.
But I have no idea how much my fish sold for. I have to wait until dawn to find out. Anything over £300 or 60,000 yen is profit.
Okay. 60,150. So you're telling me you made 150 yen profit?
150円の儲け
75
Oh.
Woohoo! Oh,
Cash back. Okay. Okay. Very good.
I've worked my backside off, and I should be disappointed by that, I'm sure, but I'm not, because it's 75p I'm up, and after the last 4 weeks that I've had, that is a moral victory. I don't think I'll spend that. I think I might frame it, put it on the wall. It's a reminder to persevere.
I started this leg nearly £8,000 in profit, but my greed and some bad decisions have meant that I've lost over £1,000 on tea, and I'll have to wait to see if I can sell my jade elsewhere. My current profits then are just under £7,000. I've got one last chance to turn things around. Next time I trade my way through Latin America. I tap into the tourist industry on the Mexican Pacific and in Rio. And in the Brazilian Pantanal, when I find a new ethical product, I invest all my profits in my biggest deal yet.